Hey guys, our OS and VDXreviews.com. You're watching our review of the hardshell case for the iPhone 4 and 4S. This happens to be the Mood or Light Up case, which is a pretty interesting case that is high-tech and very interesting. The main selling point of this case, it's a very good-looking hard case that kind of retains the beauty of the original iPhone by having this nice design on it. But more than that, it has a glowing LED set in here that will glow when someone calls you or you're calling someone else. And it will glow in a fashion that changes lights every few seconds from red to green to blue to purple, and it cycles through that in different flashing patterns. So whenever someone is calling you, perhaps you're in a bar or you're in a noisy environment, you'll be able to see that someone is calling because your phone will start flashing, and that's going to be a very cool feature. It's also a very cool night light. All in all, we just think this is an extremely cool case, especially because the model we have here is only going to be sold at $8 to $10 online, so it's very, very inexpensive. You can take a look at the packaging here. It comes in different patterns as well. We have a more cutesy version here, but there's also more professional versions that are just plain black or have a Apple icon on the back. This is a hard shell case. Again, some interesting things. It's a screen protection, ultra slim, anti-scratch, and anti-slip. We're not sure about all these four features, but we do know this is a cool case, because not sure how anti-slip a hard case will be, but we'll see, I guess. There is a battery that's included. On the back we say it's going to protect the phone, and it's designed for these phones, so it's going to be protective. Flash when being called or calling someone. Offers a backside and front side protection. It's slimmed, and it says a rubberized coating, but I'm not really sure that's true, because this is just a hard case. So let's take it out of the box. Inside we basically just have the case itself, as well as the battery itself. And that's all. So you can see from the case here, again, we have the design. It's made entirely out of plastic. Transparent plastics are used on the sides, and on the back you have this black plastic. It feels fairly good in the hand, but again, it's kind of flexible, so it can withstand some stress, or if you drop it, it's probably not going to break. But again, it isn't the most highest feeling quality case in the world. As far as the battery is concerned, you use a cell battery and you would flip it over so that you're seeing the negative side, and then you would slide it in until you see an indicator start flashing, so you know that the battery is correctly inserted, and you can go ahead and put the case into your phone. So this is a nice little tester to see if you have enough battery and if you put in the battery the right way, because if you put in the battery the other way, the phone will not flash at all, as you can see. As far as the phone going in is concerned, it has this nice little soft material on the side. It's not exactly rubber, but it does protect and prevent the backing of your phone from scratching, which is always nice. Again, we do have port holes for the camera lens, for the SIM card tray, and as well for the volume rocker and lock keys. And pretty much there isn't any controls for turning the device on and off. It's always on, and when someone is calling you or you're calling someone else, it's going to automatically start flashing, which is, again, pretty cool. We're going to peel off this protective cover for you first. So there you go. It's just a little sheet of plastic, and you can see underneath it's very, very attractive to fingerprints, so it gets a lot of smudges pretty easily, but we're going to see if it withstands scratches over time, which it should because it's a case, and again, it looks pretty nice. So let's put in the iPhone and see how it works. First, let's align the battery again. I'm just going to show you the night light again by turning off the lights this time. Again, it's a pretty cool flashing effect. Turning off the lights. And now we're on. So as you can see all the lights from the sides and even from the back, from the front. I'm going to kind of put the iPhone here. You can still see it from the front and from the side, so it looks extremely cool, especially in darker environments like at night or in a club. Like I said, again, it flashes through different colors. And as far as the lights are concerned, I find this to be extremely bright, and it seems to be pretty durable, and I've already used this for a while, so the light seems to be holding up pretty well. One of my bigger concerns when I originally purchased this was actually how long the battery was going to last, because with a case like this, you worry that the cell battery would run out and then you have to go and replace one, and that's going to be quite expensive. But I do find that battery is pretty good. I've read some reviews from other reviewers out there that it seems to last around a few months, so you should be good to go there, considering the case isn't too expensive in the first place. Another area I was kind of in concern of was the fact that because this thing has the whole LED sensor and the fact that it automatically detects when you're calling someone or someone is calling you. I'm not exactly sure how they do that with the technology because there isn't any visible circuit boards or anything on there. But again, it adds quite a lot of bulk to the sides so that when you put in your iPhone, it actually makes your phone a little bit thicker. And I found that it was, not as sleek to carry around because it was a little bit of a thicker portfolio, but it's still very pocketable and easy to put into any jeans pocket or any backpack. So it's pretty good to go there. As far as protection is concerned, you don't get as much front face protection as I would have liked to. Mainly your protection is going to be based on the back of the phone, and to put the handset in, you basically slide it in like so, and then kind of wrestle with it, kind of pry open the sides, and then push the handset in. And once it's in there, it's going to stay in there pretty nicely and pretty tightly, so it's not going to fall out accidentally. But at the same time, it does protect the back, and again, the light looks extremely cool, but it adds in a layer of bulk to the handset, which is a little bit unfortunate. All the ports still work extremely well, and I can still access the buttons very nicely, so it seems to be cleverly designed to facilitate the usage of the phone. Otherwise, not too many features are going on here. One last concern that I did have for the case was whether or not it was going to withstand me taking the phone in and out of the casing. I did find that over time, the transparent plastic isn't as strong as I initially thought it would be, and there are a little bit of cracking along the fine detailing parts. For example, I did see over here there's a little bit of cracking over time, so be careful that you don't remove it and put it in too many times, or at least if you're going to do that, be careful how much you flex the plastic and how many times you put it in and out. So overall, a very interesting product, and I found that during testing, as far as calling people and receiving calls is concerned, the device actually worked in flawlessly every single time, which I'm still astonished. I'm still trying to figure out how this technology works and how the device senses that you're calling someone and that someone is calling you, because I didn't turn the vibration sensor on. I was just turning on the speaker, and then it automatically sensed it. So maybe it has something to do with vibrations. I'm not really sure. Again, it's pretty cool. So if you don't mind the extra bulk, you don't mind the fact that it doesn't exactly protect the device as well as some cases out there, it's still a very inexpensive and extremely cool case to purchase for your iPhone 4 and 4S. This is a light-up case that will detect calls and when you're calling someone. Thanks for watching this video review here at osandptxreviews.com.